And there's so many blessings. Her caregiving team and Jeremy, family friend, power of attorney, they're so incredible that when they see me frantically trying to make her happy, which they know I'm never going to be able to keep up with this extrovert,
Nope.
they're the ones who finally intervened. Her caregiving team sent me home 2 days early one time, and they now insist that I stay at a hotel
Yep. Oh,
because my
good.
mom keeps coming in the room and being sleeping right here and petting my hair. And I just, it's
She
yeah.
does need a
So
dog that needs love. She needs a
yeah, well,
cat that needs love. She needs everything that needs love because that's what
yes,
she needs. And it's all tactile and it's all sensory now.
yes. She had a
Whereas,
beloved dog named Diesel who she had since he was a puppy. She got him after my dad died. And he died of old age. Her head nurse is so amazing. The head nurse actually came in the day that Diesel was acting very sick and was with my mom, even on the weekend when Diesel had to get put down. Jeremy, the POA, rushed over. I mean, she has this incredible
yeah, she
support
does.
system, which makes makes me not understand why she's not appreciative. But I know that's the
That's frontal temple.
dementia.
You get it. You get it.
Yeah,
They get
but
their
when
appreciation. They get it. And that's really huge. And I would bet that a lot of their sense of appreciation comes from you.
well, I am very appreciative of them. I hope that they know that. I hope that they find their ways to fill up after their shift. And um, when Diesel died, then her vet said my mom could have a cat, but not a dog anymore because she can't really. Yeah. So we interviewed about 50 cats in the Vero Beach surrounding areas and found the perfect cat who she named Lady Lightning because she has a little lightning stripe. And when my mom was a kid, she had two cats, Thunder and Lightning. So I got one of those Joy for All cats and we named him Thunder. So now she has Thunder and Lightning.
I love
And
it.
my husband and I are staying pet free. So Lightning will have somewhere to go when
Wow.
we need to do that. So
That is such a skillful introvert behavior. I just feel like you are so good at it. I mean, to do that pre-planning too, because your mom absolutely lives in the moment. I mean, and that's the other dynamic that's so different than the two of you. And that wasn't how she was before. It is how she is now. She lives in a moment. And so for a plan ahead person, that's also stressful because
right,
no matter what you plan, it doesn't come out the way you thought it was going to. And so you can only flow in the moment. And so
right,
that idea of having short moments, because that's all she values anyway. I mean, she doesn't
right,
value a whole hour. She only values a few moments. So what a
right.
remarkable, remarkable journey and what a amazing job you're doing. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, thank you
Yeah.
for giving me the perspective that I needed to hang in there. And I love it when you say be curious because, you could get angry, but you could also get curious. I mean, there's two options once you get yourself centered.
That's right. You have to find that.
Right. Right. So
I need
thank
to
you
let
for
go. I need to
all,
let go. And
yeah,
that's
thank
huge.
you for
But
all you've done.
wow. Well, no, I thank you because that's one human being that what you've done is change the trajectory of your own life. And I am so excited that we broke the cycle of loss. You have figured out how to give your mom what she needs without destroying you. Um,
Yes.
and it got real close there, but you've
Yes.
done it. So, wow, talk about courage. Um, Still hurts that the African arts is gone.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah. And
that
I can't get a
that
straight
pain will
answer
cry.
on where it is. And it's just, finally it doesn't matter. Finally, you let go and try not to hold the bad moments too hard.
And it's
But it
really
takes
that
a while.
it does. Well, what that represents is her lack of, this is, I know you do, that what that art is your dad. And she so readily gave it up. And
Yes,
and all you wanted was to keep your dad and have it
right.
have a place of honor and have your dad's history have a place of respect.
That's right.
And unfortunately, her doing it was to hide the evidence.
Yes,
I mean, and that's, I think, important to think she's hiding the evidence because it happened on her watch. He died on her watch. She's a nurse, and
yeah,
she didn't figure out that he was having a heart attack. How could she have missed that?
right,
And so she can't, that will always be a hole for her. And so she doesn't want to see that. That hurts too
right.
much. So
And when
she,
she
yeah.
came, when she kind of, once she got divorced and we could actually talk, there was a moment of, it was strange, like thinking the moon is very tall streetlights. And, I knew things were,
Yeah.
thinking she was locked in a black box, but it was really just nighttime outside the window. So I knew things were strange, but the conversation started making sense. My mom said, I just never learned how to grieve as a kid because her mom died when my mom was a kid, and it was the New England stiff upper lip. So that was an aha moment of, oh, you did to me what your grandparents did to you, which is no crying, no carrying on.
Yeah.
So I found her a grief counselor, thinking that this was complicated grief or something.
Yep.
And she worked with my mom, but after about 10 sessions, she said that that may have been an issue, but unfortunately we can't
This is a different
work
issue.
through that right now. So
Yeah. So your mom is operating with so many layers of trauma.
yes,
So the trauma, and you're offering her trauma informed care. And
right,
that's really vital that you're recognizing she can't lose someone else. She can't. And so she worries a lot about people's well-being, and she worries a lot about their health, and she worries about what's going on with them. And she has to pay super hyper vigilant attention. And she's got to get it dealt with when she should have dealt with it because she didn't do it with your dad and it killed him.
right, right,
And so there's a lot of revisiting, but in a
yes,
way that her brain can handle it because it blocked off everything. It
right,
truly put a wall up.
right.
Because to grieve at the level she would have had to have grieved, she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And that
She said if
harkened
she
back to
had
that
sat
childhood trauma.
down,
Yeah.
yeah, she said if she had sat down in the big house,
Mm-hmm.
she never would have stood up, that she would just lean against the wall and cry. And that's clearly why she sent me all my baby photos,
Yep.
gave away my dad's African art collection,
You
just
got it.
wanted everything about us to go away and start this fresh new life.
Yeah. And that was the dementia already. I mean, that was
Yeah,
clearly dementia already, because that's not even a problematic coping strategy. That is an irrational coping strategy. So
right,
she was already starting to experience some shifts, but the trauma of her childhood, the trauma of your dad's passing, um, and then feeling like there was a responsibility there somehow. I think that's a lot of what you're seeing. Her abnormal behaviors are a lot of hypervigilance.
definitely, definitely. But I just want to thank you again because
Yeah, you're
your
welcome.
your thought of wherever you are, whatever gem state your loved one is, no matter whether it's like the person who was climbing the mountain that was doing so well, even though he had dementia, um, or my mom who's not doing
Yep.
well, who has dementia. Your point is still just pause and what is the most fun we can still have,
Mhm.
and that's a really valuable tool to just always keep looking for the fun, for the
For the fun,
good.
the good, yeah,
Yeah,
for the moment. And that opportunity to see who's there
right,
versus who you want to be there. Um,
right.
yeah, yeah. Well, thank you, Rebecca, for all the amazing sharing that you've done, because this is a courageous conversation. Not many people would have it. So I really appreciate it. And I know there are people out there that are really gonna respond to this. So thank you.
I hope so. Thank you, Teepa.
You are so welcome. Hi, I'm Teepa Snow, and you just found our YouTube channel and watched one of our videos. I'm the owner and founder of Positive Approach to Care. Thanks for watching. And if you liked, if you have a comment about, or you would, please share it with people you know. Oh, and if you haven't yet done it, consider subscribing. We'll let you know when the next new video comes out. And you might want to visit our website, www.teepasnow.com, where you'll find other resources as well. See you there.